Is there something on my teeth? Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mary and today's video is going to be my third Booktube birthday tag. So this is my third year on Booktube, obviously, and I do this tag every year. So this year I thought it'd be fun to go through the questions again. And I also want to look at what I said last year because I don't remember what I said. And I think it would be interesting to react to that. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do like clips of last year's video. I don't think I am. So I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you what I said last year as I'm watching it. I will link my video from last year as well. But the first question is, how many years are you celebrating? This is my third Booktube birthday, and it actually was on April 30th. So this video is going up a little late. I'm filming this a little after my Booktube birthday, but also it's gonna go up even more after my Booktube birthday, but that is when my birthday technically is. It's April 30th. Question 2 is, what has kept you motivated to continue making videos? And what's funny about that is I have not continued making videos the way that I had planned to and the way that I wanted to, but I think what's kept me motivated to come back is that I missed it when I wasn't doing it anymore. I love reading. I love sharing what I'm reading with other people. I love watching Booktube videos, and I like making them because I want other people to see them and hear about these books and talk about books with me. So for me, this is very much a social interaction. That's why I make videos. The next question is, what are 3 of my favorite videos that I made in the last year? I said this last year, I did not plan for this video, so I did not revisit these prompts, but I have really liked vlogging for the past year. So one of my favorite videos that I did was my Seattle vlog where I got engaged. I thought that vlog was super fun to film, and it just was a great time. I also really liked my Bookathon vlogs this year. I thought those were like really, I don't know, fun to do. I liked the planning my TBR as I go, because I was rolling as I go with that readathon, and I thought that was super fun. I also started a Will I Read It series this year, which has been kind of fun. I'm trying to think of a way that I can do it that will work better for me. Maybe I'll do quarterly instead of monthly. But in that series, I was basically going through books that had come out during the month that I was filming it in, or that were going to come out, and talking about whether or not I was interested in reading them, just to make everyone else aware of what new releases are highly anticipated by other people in the bookish community, to make myself aware of what is coming out, and also to just sort of plan TBRs that are more relevant. So that's another video series that I stopped doing, but I would like to get back into. I need to figure out the best way to do that, but those are some of my favorite videos that I've made this year. Question 4 is, what have you struggled with on Booktube in the past year, and how did you overcome that struggle? And the answer that I have is that I have not posted for months, or I did take a few, I don't even know if it was that long, but I didn't film anything. I filmed in like the second week of February and didn't film anything or edit anything until, I didn't put anything up until April, I think, and I didn't film anything until like late March. So it wasn't, in the grand scheme of things, that big of a gap, but it felt like a really long time to go without posting. And the only way I overcame that, really, I wouldn't even say that I did. I just made a new plan. I'm one of those people who plans things out really far in advance. So every year at like November, December, I sit down with a calendar and I write down every video that I'm planning on making for the next year. I write down readathons I want to participate in, and when I think the vlogs for those will happen, I look up books that are being adapted and figure out when I think I'll have time to watch adaptations. And I end up moving things around a lot. I don't use Google Calendars, I just use a Google Doc, but I do like move things around based on when I'm gonna have time and when things are gonna happen, and videos I can pre-film if I'm gonna be going on vacation or getting married or whatever. But I was just getting so discouraged with the amount of things that I was trying to put up. My job was getting really hectic, everything was getting really busy. So basically I scrapped my entire plan for this year, and I sort of started over, but I only planned like a month out, videos that I think I can make and go up based on things that I know are happening. So I don't know how I'm gonna be in June, you know? I don't know if I'm gonna be, if they're doing whatever-a-thon again. I have that, I think, written down for June or July. I can't remember what month. That's what I originally was planning on doing for that month, and doing weekly vlogs for that. I don't know that I'm gonna have time. I'm no longer doing weekly vlogs for readathons. If I have a readathon come up, then I will try to participate in it, and I will move things around, and I'm trying to be more flexible with that with myself. And also, just putting up one video a week is gonna be way better for me, I think. I've also stopped doing reading sprints, which has been hard but helpful. I want to get back into reading sprints, but just like finding the time for everything has been really difficult. I'm sure a lot of other people are busy too, and they understand that, but like I did not realize how busy I was going to be and how overwhelmed I was feeling until I stopped doing it all. So that's how the only way I've overcome it is by like scrapping it and starting over personally. Question 5 is choose one moment on Booktube from the past year that you would love to relive. I'm gonna cheat, I think, because I don't know that I have a moment that I would love to relive. I loved reading sprints. There was one time I did reading sprints and I had like 30 people, probably like 20, but it felt like a lot. Like I never have that many people on there, and I haven't had that many people since. I usually have like 3 people if anyone shows up, which is great because it's fun and I can talk to them. But there was just something about knowing that 30 people were actually watching me right then. And again, it was probably closer to like 10 or 15, but it felt like a lot. And just having that knowledge that that many people were there to like read and were participating was just super cool. And that's one of the reasons I really wish I was able to keep up with reading sprints, and I would like to bring them back. But yeah, that was like a really exciting time. Having that many people on my channel at one time was really cool. Question 6 is shout out a huge supporter of your channel. And I have 2 that I would like to shout out. One is Amanda from her Pacific Northwest Washington life. She sent me some books for my birthday this year, which was really nice of her. I think it was my birthday. I don't know, it was in the fall for something, but it was super sweet of her. And I know she doesn't post as much anymore, but we did like an entire read along for Jane Austen together 2 years ago now, which is a long time ago. But she's living the best like mom life now. So I think she's off Booktube for good, but she's a huge supporter of my channel. I really appreciate her commenting and watching whenever she does. I also want to shout out Amy from ASR Reads, who is another creator that we are buddy reading currently right now, The Grapes of Wrath together. So that will be in a vlog soon. But she's also a really big supporter of my channel. It's been really nice to like see comments from her. And even when I came back from my sort of gap, it was nice to hear from her again. And then also Buzz Zealous. I don't know how your name is pronounced, but he watches my videos and comments on them. And I really appreciate that. He always has good input. Even when he's telling me that he hasn't read the books I'm talking about and he's not interested in reading the books that I'm talking about, it's like just so nice to have someone who like actually is, I don't know, chatting with me. I really like that. So thank you all for watching. Question 7 is a hard one, and it's what is the best book you've read in the past year? I really honestly feel like I've been blacked out for the past year. I'm gonna link my favorites video from 2022 because I know for a fact that I'm gonna screw this up and say a book that I either didn't read in the last year, or I'm not gonna say what my favorite one was. What is my favorite book that I've read in the last year? That's so hard to come up with without having researched this at all. A book that's really sticking out to me is All the Ugly and Wonderful Things by Bryn Greenwood is what I'm gonna go with. That or My Dark Vanessa by Kate Elizabeth Russell. Those books I read really close together, and they're also kind of like similar in tone, in theme, but not similar outside of that really. But yeah, I really liked both of those books, and those are the ones that are sticking out to me. So I'm gonna go with those, although I'm sure that if you, I'm sure that people watching this are like, are you kidding? It's this one. But that's what I'm gonna say, because I don't think, those are what stick out to me from the past year that I read. So that's what I'm gonna go with. Question 8 is one that I'm really curious to see what I said last year, but I'm gonna answer it before I listen to what I said last year. And that is, where do you see your channel in a year's time, and what do you hope you have achieved? Again, in a year's time, I hope I'm just continuing to post videos. I do eventually want to grow my channel more than I have. I think I have 564 subscribers currently right now today. I don't know how many I had a year ago, but I'm sure I'm about to say. So I will let you know what I say when I say that. I want to say it was closer to like the 180, 200 range, maybe more than that. Honestly, maybe I had like 300. I'm really not sure. I don't remember. But I do want to grow my channel. This is the first year that I have not hit the like number that I was hoping to have. So that's kind of disappointing, but you know, it is what it is. I got over 500 subscribers this year, which is nice. And I didn't post for like all of July, I'm pretty sure. And then again, most of February and all of March. So I definitely understand why my channel has stagnated in its growth. And I'm hoping to get back on the horse with that this year and just boost up consistency, maybe gain some more subscribers. But honestly, I'm not even really doing it for that. it's just a good metric to measure how you're doing, if that makes sense. But I'm gonna listen to what I said last year. Hold on. LOL. So last year I said that I had 430 subscribers, which is more than I thought I'd had at that point. So I only gained like 135 in the past year, which is, again, it's fine. Between my first 2 years, or my first and second year, I had 170 at the first anniversary, which I think was my goal. So I like really did hit my goal. And then 430 at the second one, which, what is that? 300 subscribers? Not quite. 250, is that right? So I didn't gain as many this year, but again, I said in this video that I wanted to hit 1,000 subscribers, but I didn't think it would happen in a year, and I was right. I'm not gonna hit 1,000, or I did not hit 1,000 in the second year, which is a bummer, but it's fine. It's not a bummer, which I didn't expect to hit, but it's just funny that that's the number that I like threw out there because I maybe thought I was gonna be close. So my goal was to be close to 1,000 at this point, but obviously that did not happen, and it's because I did not do what I needed to do to get that done. So I also said that I wanted to do monthly vlogs, or more like a regular vlog content, and I have done more vlogs. Vlogs are, for me, a really easy, really great way to do things, and I also mentioned in that video that it's hard for me to do weekly vlogs because unless I have like a set purpose to read, it's hard for me to do that, and that's why it's also hard to do monthly vlogs. But it's been nice when I'm doing readathons that are like month-long readathons to just do the readathon vlog. So that's what I've been trying to do. But that's the 8th question. And the last question is one that I never know how to answer, but it says tag someone whose anniversary is coming up. If your anniversary is coming up, I'm tagging you. I don't know when anybody's anniversary is, but if your anniversary is anytime in May or June, I'm tagging you to do the Booktube birthday tag. It's really easy, pretty fun, and you will at least have seen this, so you will know what questions you were supposed to be answering, and you won't be going into it quite as blind as I am, because I only revisit these questions every year when I'm doing this tag. So that is gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. I will see you in another one very soon. Bye.